to the Misadventures of Mr. Fish. I'm Mr. Fish. Hey. Before we get into the ScrapTember challenge results, I just wanted to say happy October. This one's going to be a little bit more emotional for some of us, as we are also going to be celebrating later in the month the Gargant Ski Challenge, celebrating our friend who was called back to the WA a little bit too early because they needed a boss mech. And so with that, Rivets and Daka, thank you for all your inspiration. I know when I first got started, one of the things that I was worried about was whether or not my content would be up to snuff. And you gave me probably the greatest words of advice I ever had, and it's that all work content is good content. So if it wasn't for all those kind words that you gave me long ago, I wouldn't be here today. So with that, thank you, brother. With all that being said, let's get back to business. Every month in the 40K or community Discord, we like to have a monthly challenge to try and encourage everyone to expand their WA. Last month was the ScrapTember challenge in preparation for October. So everyone knows orcs love meching about and taking all the scraps they loot and building crazy contraptions, whether it be something as simple as a battle wagon made from a kid's toy, or something a bit bigger. With that, there was quite a few people who intended on entering this month's challenge. Unfortunately, only about half got things completed, but if you are not part of the community Discord, I would highly recommend popping in there, because we always keep collections of everyone's work in progress pics and everything like that, and you will see some amazing pieces being put together. So for everyone that didn't get finished, please don't let the challenge being over stop you, because you have some gorgeous pieces out there that I cannot wait to see finished. With that, let's take a look at what we got done this month.
Now, just because I'm judging doesn't mean I can't have some fun too, so I introduce to you CrashOverride, Big Mech turned Def Dread with 4 custom Mega Blasters. This used scraps from broken trucks, battle wagons, scraps from model cars and dollar store toys, broken jewelry, and scraps of polystyrene. Just a little bit of everything went into it. It was awesome. Next up, we got EarthmanBrick with the Mega Muncher, and talk about a mad mech. This dude scratch builds everything. All of his wires and things are components that he's collected, but everything else, the glyphs and everything, is recasts of stuff that he has made himself. These are absolutely nuts. He goes all in and gets nice and rusty. Perfect, ideal for a big mech. Next up, we have your luck with the battle wagon. Man, this is nuts. If I didn't own a battle wagon, this would be hard to tell that this was completely scratch built. Lots of rivets, lots of panels, great work with the treads. The kill cannon is just mint. Also fairly certain those rivets are just sprue nubs, so great use of resources. Absolutely love them like that. Next up, we have Conus with a Mega Knob, and it looks like your normal Mega Knob, but in reality, it's basically the scraps from Gaz mixed with an entirely scratch-built body. Absolutely nuts work on this. I would never have guessed this. This was actually not a pre-made model. Next up is Traveler with their Squig Buggy, and this one is nuts because there's so much going on, but everything has intent. Even the run herd holding the squig like it's pulling it out of the can to launch into the rocket launcher there. All little grots working together. Like, this is just primo, taking something that's borderline unplayable from Gorka Morka and turning it into something that's borderline unplayable in 9th. It is amazing. After that, we got Ike with the Bubble Chugger. Now, I've heard that you could take a truck and some scrap bits and turn it into a mecha no problem, but this is stupendous, especially adding all the little grot crews instead of on the little bases surrounding it and putting it on a base itself. Like, this literally looks like a GW product without looking like a GW product. Now here we have the Gitman, who started off with a drop pod. I'm assuming it's going to be a Daka Jet, but unfortunately didn't get time to finish the whole thing, but did realize that the flight stand that he put all that work into still fit the challenge perfectly. So now thankfully he's actually local to me, so I'll get to see this finished in person. But again, check out the Discord, it was amazing. Next up, from El Diablito, we have the Big Ed Boss Bunker, which I feel like is perfect for this kind of situation. Nobody really wants to buy this model, so seeing it all scratch built is awesome. It's basically nothing but custom bits and trash. Perfect for this kind of challenge. And last on the list is Empire Police with the Death Dread. This thing's got 3 custom Mega Blasters, and man, are they custom Mega Blasters. I just need to know, is that green stuff, or did you actually strip a bunch of cables from a bunch of electronics? Because that is nuts. I also like the cheeky little Death Skull's horns. This was a fun one. I loved it.
Oi, if you like my mate Mr. Fish's content, give him a like. And if you don't want to miss future content, go ahead and subscribe. Now hurry up, you git. Oh, and thank you very much.
So, now that we've had a look at all of the different entries, holy cow. There was some great competition in here, and to be honest, I'm kind of glad some of those whips stayed whips, because this would have been even harder to make a decision with some of the great work that was out there. So, definitely looking forward to all the craziness that's coming forward with all of that. I do have my top 3 runner-ups. All 3 of these basically all hit the same button for me, but in different ways. First up,
the Battle Wagon from Your Luck. Man, this thing was insane. First glance, I definitely thought it was actually a kit, and the detail work on it just amplified it all the better. Next is Ike with the Bubble Chucker. Man, if I wouldn't have seen the whip on this, I would have thought it was a GW kit. It was phenomenal work. And the last runner-up has to be Conus with the Mega Knob. I saw the whip on this, and I still can't believe it's not an actual kit. The work was just phenomenal. Everything it needed to be. And the winner, Traveler with the Squig Buggy. This thing taking the Gorka Morka truck and just slapping all the bits on it to make it something playable in 9th, as well as just having fun with the challenge. A little bit of everything, using bits that nobody wants, that's left over, and just building this monstrosity. Absolutely love it. It was perfect for the challenge. It had everything. Even decals and cheeky OSL.
I was so excited when I was selected to judge this month's competition, and I can't believe how hard y'all made it on me. This was so much fun with everybody's just different ideas coming together. Definitely scratch bashing is some of my favorite things to do. If you haven't noticed, I have definitely loved doing a lot of things with terrain and model kits and stuff, and y'all have just inspired me to go all in. With all that being said, though, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what everybody does for this month in honor of, like I said, our good friend that went too soon, Garzinski, with the Gargant Zinski Challenge. Something that's awesome is this is something that's going to be going on every October just to kind of celebrate. With that, I definitely appreciate y'all taking the time to stop in and have a little bit of fun this month. So it's been an honor, and I definitely thank you all for stopping in for more Misadventures of Mr. Fish. Have a good one.
Blah, 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 blah.